Let's take a look and break down GozyuPolar, the 6th Ranger in number 1 Sentai Gozyuger, the White Ranger. I have so much to say, let's go. So this is our main official look at him, and just to take him in for a minute, this is one of the sleekest, and in my opinion, one of my favorite suits that I've seen so far from Super Sentai. Not even just Gozyuger, I think he looks clean. Now, of course, he is based off a polar bear. He's a White Ranger, but we have this nice light baby blue aqua cyan trim to him, kind of like the ice feeling. I think it's really cool. And the black. Now, of course, all the Gozyugers have the black circle and the black down their suits. He has a black belt, which kind of lingers into this sort of like downward position, making me suspect that it's like a karate black belt, or, you know, a martial arts black belt. And then also just these shoulder pads. Oh, it's the matte black merging into the white that I just think looks great. Start up with the helmet. Obviously, this kind of follows the standard Gozyuger style. However, we do have like these little fangs coming down from the visor, which is quite cool. We have the gold trim, which kind of makes out the shape of the animal that they are. This one, of course, being a polar bear. And then just the spike at the top with the blue. I think it's the light blue that really lends itself to this, I feel. I did a short recently on why female White Rangers always have a pink trim, and I said, I was like, look, pink and white looks great together. That's not the issue. It's the fact that other colors look incredible with white as well, and they keep giving the girls pink all the time. This light blue looks incredible with the white. As I said, you come down, we've got this black shield, which I think looks gorgeous, and I think it's just this baby blue circle. The full black belt, I think, is cool. Obviously, the gold is what we're going for with the other Rangers, but we do have gold on the suit currently. And it's quite far off of all of like the sort of fan art and theories that we all had. Like, this was the biggest theory that everybody had on what GozyuPolar would look like, based off of what we were told he was going to look like, which is white, gold, and blue. And this isn't awful, but this, incomparable. Now, of course, we have this thing here, which is going to act as the Tiger Sword / Henshin device, and I believe it's called, apologies for my pronunciation, Good Burn. We can see that there is an actual Gozyuger ring. I wondered whether he would have a Gozyuger ring or we'd have some sort of makeshift thing. No, that is an official 6th Tiger Sword Gozyuger ring, and this itself is also going to turn into a Tiger Sword-esque being. So I feel like we've got Tiger Sword, we've got Tiger June, and we've got Good Burn. I feel like these are all meant to be like the mecha gods. You know, like how there's like the Lord, there's Jesus Christ, and, you know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, but then of course, you know, there are many other gods across different religions. Multiple gods. I think that's what these guys are. I think they're all the gods of the mechs, the Zords. Could be very wrong, but I feel like it'd be quite fitting if that was the case. If you also take a look on Tokyo Nation, we can see some of the other bits and bobs that comes along with this. Mainly Bear Kuma 50, which is of course going to be seemingly his weapon, but it also looks like the Tiger Sword rides it, sort of like a sort of ultra battleizer for the mechas. I don't know if that's going to be quite the case, like a carrier Zord, a carrier mecha. We get some closer looks at GozyuPolar on this as well. And what's crazy is I have just done a video on episode 14 of Gozyuger, and I don't exactly know if this video is coming first or if the other video is coming first, so we'll see what happens there. But for the preview for the next episode, we don't see GozyuPolar. So I don't know if he's coming in episode 16, 17, or if he'll be even later edition, but of course, we do have the weapons now, and we do have the images. Here's a look at Good Burn in its mech form, which I really like. I'm interested to see why this middle bit is green in particular. Maybe that's just the lighting of the toy, and it'll be a bit different in the show. I don't know, but I really fucking like it. Like I said, the blue just lends itself so well to the white, and I'm so glad that's the route they went, and we didn't get like another gold or silver 6th Ranger or mech. I'm loving. We're breaking the mold. Obviously, we had white in King Oja. We've just had violet in Boom Boom Jam. We're back to white with some cyan in Gozyuger, and I'm just having a great time with it. And now this is the next thing I was looking at. So obviously I can't read Japanese, but the way this seems to activate is like this, as opposed to clapping, which really does lend itself to the idea that he is a karate / martial arts based fighter. He's got the black belt, and then just the fact that this, and potentially maybe his Henshin sort of sequence is like a punch, so rather than claps and spins, they're like punches, maybe like a hook, like a left, right, good night, probably where this is going to go. But of course I could be wrong. I just really want to see this in action. That's the thing. I'm so glad the suit looks good, because then we can't really have the argument of like, oh wait, you might prefer it better in live action. I probably will, because I love it currently as it is. Funnily enough, and I may be exposing him here, but I was talking to Bassab Force, another great content creator, and he was saying that he's not really been enjoying the Goju suits, but then he said he took one look at this suit and was like, that's a fucking good suit. And you can't blame him. I mean, this is one of the first images that we saw, or at least that I saw, which is a bit grainier, but you get the idea. here, and he is doing that sort of, you know, respect pose. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sure it has a name or like a reason for it, but I've always just seen it as like the sort of, you know, the respect. I did karate when I was a kid. That's what we did. A lot of these photos are very grainy, but this is what I'm most interested in. And again, I apologize it is so grainy. You can see that he has some sort of like cloak on him, kind of like Ryu Commander from Q Ranger. He's got some sort of garment going, and you can't really see it in any of these photos here, but in this shot, he's got something surrounding him, and even this looks a bit more overcrowded. So I don't know whether that's going to be, maybe it's like a Hurricane moment with the Green Ranger or the Green Samurai Ranger in Ninja Storm, where he has a shield and then he takes the shield off to fight. Maybe GozyuPolar comes equipped with this jacket and then he takes it off to fight. I don't know. Or maybe this is just an upgrade mode. I really don't know what to expect, and that's why I'm just so excited to see him. We can see down here that he's going to be fighting with Hoedo at some point, but we can also see Treasure Hunt #1 behind him, which of course he's from like episode 2, 3. So I wonder if he's going to be coming back or if there's just an image that they've chosen for this little article piece. But it's very interesting that Treasure Hunt #1 is potentially related to GozyuPolar, and he is fighting the Red Ranger, which is typically what happens. Even if they're not evil, there's typically a fight with one of the Rangers when they first begin. But he's also fighting Samari up here, so I wonder where the stance is going to be. Is he going to begin evil, or is he going to just be a sort of anti-hero off on his own? My bet would be an anti-hero doing his own thing, but maybe not. Maybe that's why Treasure Hunt is involved. Maybe Treasure Hunt somehow wasn't destroyed and managed to find the GozyuPolar ring, because you've also got to imagine that no one's need to kidnap a human and take on their body to make them pure and perfect in order to be in the human world. So when they ripped out the human, which I believe was Sayori from that episode, they did destroy Treasure Hunt, but maybe the essence still lives on and he was able to come back. I'm not too sure on that. I'm hoping there's some explanation to that in the episode, but maybe he found the ring and granted it to whoever this is, and that's why he's in the battle. And I wonder if Tegasword has any relation to this guy, or whether it's all going to be in Goodburn. But those are just my thoughts on GozyuPolar. As I said, fucking beautiful. I love it. I didn't know what to expect other than for fan art, and I am so pleased with how the suit looks. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on GozyuPolar. Do you like the suit? Even if you don't like the suit, let me know why. Maybe I can get my opinion not necessarily swayed, but like maybe I can be helped to see why people wouldn't like this suit. Because for me, this suit is perfect, honestly. Even the gold trim on the boots don't. Oh. But anyway, that's it from me. If you want to see more Gojuger content, all Power Rangers and Super Sentai content, then click the playlist in the end card.
Huge thank you and shout out to Sarah Jane, our Super Dino Mode Patreon.